Good evening, it's 5 o'clock and we begin tonight with breaking news as the search for an escaped prisoner now is over.
In the last hour, we learned law enforcement recaptured him. Sheriff's deputies started looking for Deontay Green, who was in handcuffs and shackles in the late morning.
He was in the custody of the Community Corrections Department at the time that he disappeared. A spokesperson for the sheriff's office said he jumped right out of a transport vehicle. This vehicle was headed to the Marion County Community Justice Campus. And then after he got out of that vehicle, he ran on foot from officers.
He had not been booked into the jail after police arrested him on an outstanding warrant for unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon. Our other big story today, our radar, Doppler 13 radar tonight shows some spotty showers. Some people seeing sun, some people seeing rain across central Indiana.
Really depends where you are at this hour. And if you stepped outside lately, you know the rain did bring some cooler temperatures with it as well. We've got Angela Buckman who joins us in the Weather Center tonight with all we need to know. Angela?
Ooh, it was quite the change from midday when we had sunshine and low 60s to right now where we have wind and some spotty showers. Let's get you straight to live Doppler 13 radar to show you where the rain is falling and some heavier pockets. And actually a few of these cells have had some small hail from time to time with them. We do have some heavy rain coming out of Fishers. It's now over Pendleton. It continues to track its way off to the east. We have rain east side of Marion County coming out of Lawrence. This is headed to just north of Greenfield, and another cell on the southeast side of Marion County pushing just east of Southport. Spotty showers up toward Hartford City. We go south. We have rain in Richmond, Connorsville, Liberty, Brookville as well, and in between Columbus and Hope. This type of activity will continue for us over the next hour or so, and then skies will clear briefly, especially Indianapolis south and west. That will allow temperatures to fall into the low 40s, a cool start, and then we get more clouds tomorrow afternoon. Breezy too. That'll be a west wind near 20, highs only in the 50s.
All right, Angela, thanks so much. We'll check back. In the meantime, developing tonight, a man is now dead and a woman is hurt after a double shooting on the near south side.
We first told you about this as breaking news on Sunrise. Since then, Samantha Johnson went back to the neighborhood where neighbors say they're frustrated and upset.
There's a lot of activity going on there, all hours of the night, all hours of the day too. The house doesn't sleep.
Neighbors on Tabor Street call this house a problem property.
It's a super quiet neighborhood other than that house.
And Tuesday morning, just before 6, it was a crime scene.
Called to check on the neighbor, and she said she heard a couple of loud bangs and then someone was banging on her window asking for help.
Metro police say they found a man shot and killed behind the home. Police say they got the tip from a woman several blocks away near Shelby and Raymond Streets. They say she was shot too, bullet holes all over the car. She told police she drove away to get help and told them about the man at the house, a house neighbors say is known for crime.
As much as I hate to say it, I'm not surprised. I think it was probably inevitable, truthfully.
We pulled police reports on Tuesday that show officers have been called to this home more than 40 times in 4 years for everything from drugs to assaults to stabbings. And leaders with the neighborhood association tell me they've tried to step in and help.
In order to make it better, I think we need to be, as neighbors, involved. If you are not part of the solution, if you're not involved, things won't change. IMPD has done their job. I want to really stress that they have done all that they can within their scope to try and address this address.
Yes, I feel safe. That's the only problem house that anyone around here ever has.
Investigators now are working to piece together exactly what happened. They're looking for surveillance video of the area and asking neighbors who saw or heard something to say something. In Indianapolis, Samantha Johnson, 13 News.
Now, at last check, police say the woman who was shot is stable at the hospital. Tonight, we're waiting to learn the name of the man who died.
Tonight, a woman accused of killing a man during a road rage incident now is held without bond.
And the judge says she cannot contact the victim's girlfriend. 13 News was the only station with our camera in the courtroom for Deborah Benefield's first hearing before a Marion County judge in this case. The 23-year-old faces charges of murder and criminal recklessness. She's accused of killing 21-year-old Kentrell Settles last Friday near 38th Street in Georgetown. Metro Police say that she shot and killed a man who honked his horn and then drove around the stopped car she was driving at a green light. We'll continue to follow that. And more Hoosiers are signing a petition against redistricting. That's the push to redraw Indiana's congressional district maps.
This summer, state legislators, including the lawmakers here in Indiana, heard from Washington on the issue, and the message was pretty clear: redraw the maps.
13 News State House reporter Emily Longnecker shows us how voting rights advocates are sending their own message.
Yeah, they want Governor Braun and Republican lawmakers to know that they have almost 20,000 signatures now on a petition against redistricting. They call those numbers significant, and they hope that they resonate with the governor and Republican lawmakers about just how unpopular they believe redistricting is with Hoosiers. They believe these signatures are proof of that. Tuesday's signature delivery comes just days after President Trump held a call with Senate Republicans about redistricting. That call came a week after Vice President J.D. Vance visited Indiana for the second time to meet with the governor and Republican legislators on the same topic.
Right. Very clearly, the governor hasn't called a special session because there is some dissent still within the Republican Party, within the leadership perhaps, but certainly within the legislature.
Democrats have characterized the redistricting push as a power grab by the Trump administration to hold on to Republican seats in the House in the 2026 midterm elections. Voting rights advocates say Hoosiers who signed the petition have their own understanding about what's going on.
They understand exactly what it is, and it's trying to change the rules of the game in the middle of the game. They don't like that. That's not a Hoosier value. We play fair.
And very few Republicans have stated publicly how they feel about calling a special session to redraw these maps. Some have said publicly where they stand, but we're clearly 2 months into this discussion from when it began in early August with still no decision yet. The folks who delivered these petitions today hope the governor and Republican lawmakers will consider how Hoosiers feel when it comes to a special session, and they ask them to look at the number of signatures as proof that many Hoosiers do not want this. At the Indiana State House, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.
A big night in the NBA all across the country, opening night officially here on NBC. Meantime, the Pacers will be kicking off their regular season at home coming up on Thursday night.
But tonight, rookie guard Cam Jones is addressing his arrest on I-65 Monday morning. Our Dominic Miranda reports from Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Believe it or not, basketball season is here. The Indiana Pacers season opener here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse on Thursday, welcoming in the Oklahoma City Thunder, an NBA Finals rematch. And we'll get to the basketball side of things coming up for you at 6, what life's going to be like without Tyrese Halliburton on the floor. But top of mind when it comes to Pacers basketball, happening yesterday, Cam Jones, the rookie guard, arrested after being caught going 90 in a 55 on I-65 South. There was a brief pursuit. Preliminary charges had him down for resisting law enforcement, reckless driving. Obviously, we reported this yesterday involving Cam Jones in that situation on I-65. He said he was late to practice. Here on Tuesday, head coach of the Pacers, Rick Carlisle, and Jones both addressing the situation, a mistake he's learned from, Jones says.
My feeling is that this is going to turn out to be a speeding ticket and probably not much more. The kid thought he was going to be late to practice, so he's going too fast. And I'm not going to get into much more about it than that, but he insisted on apologizing to the team today, and I just want to let him say a few words to you guys right now.
I'm obviously deeply sorry to the Pacers organization, the fans. This is a pretty traumatic experience for me. I've never been through anything like this, but definitely a mistake that I've learned from, and anything close won't come. Nothing close will happen to this again. Deeply sorry to the organization, and looking forward to kind of letting this go past and get back to work.
So as the NBA season and Pacers season approaches, it certainly seems like this situation has reached a bit of a resolution. Jones in the Pacers facility today, taking part in practice. looking to move on to the beginning of basketball season and focusing on basketball. And we will as well. Coming up for you at 6, we're talking Pacers basketball ahead of the season opener and life without Tyrese Halliburton, what the mindset of this team is as this season is about to begin. For now, here at Gamebridge Fieldhouse, I'm Dominic Miranda, 13 Sports.
All right, Dom, and the Pacers are on the court tonight, but not at Gamebridge.
No, they're outside. They're at the Hawville Park on the west side because they're hosting a community day, and Ella Rhodes is there as well. So Ella, set the scene for us.
Oh my goodness, well, we are having such a good time. The energy is great. Kids are out here on the court. Players were here earlier hanging out with them and playing with them. Super fun stuff. And check out all of those Yesers shirts. That's right. All the kids here got a bunch of really cool, awesome free swag. So there was just so much to do. Such a great time. Even some free food for everybody. Who doesn't love a hot dog? But I'm now here with Corey Wilson. He is the Senior VP for Community Engagement. Mr. Wilson, why is it important to have community events like this one here at Hawville Park?
Well, we're really excited. It's tip-off week for the Pacers this week, and to be able to get outside of Gamebridge Fieldhouse, bring the joy of the game to the Hawville community is always exciting.
Oh my goodness, of course, I love that. And it's such a great day, and people are still playing out on the court. This will wrap up soon in the next hour or so, but the excitement is definitely here for that game that's coming up on Thursday at 7:30.
Yeah, we are counting down. Ella reporting live for us tonight. Thanks so much.